Commander.
Ready for battle. It's your command. Commander. It is an honor to serve. Ready for battle. Ready for orders. Ready for orders.
Ready for battle.
Vessel's control. Okay. Turn.
Peace is not an easy word.
Corinth is wanting a peace treaty. I don't need to give it to him, though. Sparta wants a peace treaty, but at the expense of some gold, and I'm not giving that to them. I have a rule that will actually bite me in a lot of total wars, which is that I don't give money to get treaties. I very rarely will I pay money for a treaty, so it will. No, I'm not joining a war against Epirus.
Will you say?
You can fight amongst yourselves, that's fine, but I'm not joining a war against one of my vassal states. Anyways, but I refuse to pay money for like 90% of treaties, and that's just a pure pride thing, I understand, but I just don't like it. Politics, risk 12%. Oh no! Well, let's just do that. There we go. Okay, so one more turn on these, then we can take Pranoy. Well, I said we can. That's actually a pretty sizable fleet.
Your orders?
And it's not like we're going to be going in with a huge amount of...
We hunger for battle.
Corinth are...
At your command. Ready for orders.
Take on those Agranian axemen and some Ionian Hippias. And just
We are not known as patient people. Therefore, welcome. Speak to the point.
sweet.
I must serve.
it'll be the same whenever I play just the Rise of the Republic. But
Ready for orders.
so yeah, the only thing we've got left now is just right, because I remember there's a quote or a story about Alexander the Great. Hoplite barracks. They're building hoplite barracks.
Your command. Ready for... Commander.
And with the Boeotian League, I was a little bit blind as they would like move their armies around. And
Ready for battle.
Where can I get a good stuffed lark?
I offer peace as I would throw a...
I be able to use that to my advantage. Reason to try and fight a neighbor.
We are a mighty people, well versed.
That and see what my
Work is never done.
Yes. At your command.
At your command. We cannot follow this order. Make haste, men.
I am here to listen if you speak honestly. Truth will be your sharpest weapon.
Just gonna have to conquer them. Probably last.
Ready for orders. We hunger.
Easy intercourse. We hunger for battle.
Do you want to see as part of this great Vita Impera Alexander campaign? Campaign, which is Divida Impera mod.
At your command.
Your orders? At your command.
You have my attention. Speak and try.
Be a Champion League is
There is
wanting me to do
glory to be had.
to keep denying the same thing over and over.
We find ourselves matched. One sacrifice is needed on the altar of our goodwill. I speak of gold, of course.
I don't have any reason to give you the 600. There's no point in me paying 600. See, this is
It is a terrible thing.
We hunger for battle. Ready for battle.
I would be distracted, or I'm distracted. And but the beauty let's go ahead and recruit some archers while we're at it. That'll get
Ready for battle.
you could do that. Do it just to lengthen. I could to Ilion and this is these two regions are So I could take. That'll get wrecked. So yeah, that.
Your orders?
Oh, I was sending an army to.
Disembarking. We must rest a while. We hunger for battle.
Let's go ahead. A boom in my economy, and then. That's a system that they further implemented in Attila that I really, really like.
The gods weep.
It is a good idea to actually have seasons have effects in Total War. So one of the things that
We
I
are a
don't e-
mighty people, well versed in the
kind of shift. Basically,
Fleet reporting. Going ashore.
as- it's not even a pseudo economy. In the battles, I know I'm asking everything, but what? Yes, -4 up. Since then, so the grand. Mark.
Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
To make you have.
At your command. I don't care how tired you are. Journey completed.
We hunger. Look to the defenses. It is an honor to
Commander,
serve. Ready for orders. At your command.
Don't backstab me. Guillotines are about to backstab me. Okay. I need to move the army in Lamia south. Keep that militia army in Delphi. And kind of keep them in check from there. Because they can't be trusted, apparently.
There is little honor in
I'm not
sitting.
joining the war just yet. I need to get through this year. Okay. Let's go ahead and have you be sent to Corinth, because they also don't like us. Diversification. Okay.
We hunger.
Get out of fortified stance. Forced march yourself to the settlement.
Any man who drops out is
You
at your command.
regular march yourself down to the Delphi.
At once.
And if the Beatines try anything, we can meet them there. I figure that's not good enough of a force that will deter them from attacking, but it is good enough a force that we can probably hold them
We
off.
hunger
Especially
for
since
battle.
they pretty much just match our units in quality. And since I added this in, which is a great idea, me. Thanks, me. Knew it'd come in handy. And I think that's the only building I can use to upgrade units, or to get units and garrisons. And it is... It doesn't upgrade anymore once you get it to the top level, so it's just... You get 2 hoplites, 2 archers from the beginning, and that's how it ends.
At your command.
But those hoplites are going to be better than most of what they can send up against us. We've got the picked hoplites as well, which, I mean, they do too.
Ready for orders.
It'll be a close battle, but I think we've got it. And if we can get that army down there beforehand, they're not going to do anything. In the turn. Sorry for, again.
Your generals might be the sons of Ares himself. We ask you today to send them again.
A riot has started. Accuse in private. What? Mission failed? Oh. I thought it was a mission to. I thought I had another mission
Ready
to
for
kill them.
orders.
Okay. You are
At your
good.
command.
Just get down there,
On the
and
move.
now they can't take it. There's simply no way. They may take Opus. Opus? Opus? Opus. Opus. Aparino. Hey, Macarena. But that's fine. My main concern is the bigger army. So if they, I want to make sure that's stopped if they try to do anything. Go ahead and move in on Argos. Got our Hippeus sitting up there ready. Oh, can we not cross here? The Corinthians are blocking us?
At your command.
No, they're not. I see.
Ready
Because
for
they're our
battle.
allies. So if we moved in, it would still take us 3 turns, so we need to wait till spring.
Easy into port.
I wasn't wrong about waiting till spring, so just wait till spring. That means we can go ahead and recruit another unit here. We'll just stick in another hoplite. And we will end the turn. I'm saving my money. We're gonna need it this winter. Corinth, don't backstab me. Don't you dare backstab me. Okay. They aren't.
War against you is not enough, Tisiphone
Okay.
curse you. May all the Furies harry your
Okay. Okay, this is bad. Suddenly this campaign got a little bit more interesting. Sparta's attack on us created a fracture in our alliance with our client states.
It is a terrible thing to spread.
But we are not at war with them yet. So what that means is that in the short term, I can go ahead with my plan to move against the Achaeans. Unless... What? What? Stop being stupid. Okay. So Corinth
Commander.
does not have a force available of size to be able to take us on. We're gonna march to their border,
At once.
fortify here like the plan originally stated, or like the plan I originally stated, I mean.
Commander.
And we're gonna continue with that. Beotine League may be a different story.
We hunger.
Because I'm not. So here's the fear. If I start rapidly expanding, I don't think these allies, that even though they are friendly with me, still will remain that way. I think that will count too heavily against expansionism. So if I attack the Beotine League, I'm going to have to make them a client state pretty much immediately. Dang. I shouldn't have counted my allies for that battle. Oh well. Too late now. No, I was thinking that we might lose both of them whenever I selected that. But my thought process was I need people to keep Sparta occupied because they are actually a kind of big threat to us.
Commander.
So I think that plan will pay off in the long run, but it's going to hurt in the short term. Beotines are backing up. We really can't move too heavily against them right now. What we might have to do is try and time everything perfectly. Or, this is a better idea. Don't be stupid, Cooper.
Our enemies.
What we do is we finish off Sparta. We vassalize Sparta. We declare war on the Boeotians and the Corinthians. Take the province we didn't take. Maybe have to take their capitals. But in the process, sponsor an athlete. What that means for us is that we can still do this without attracting the attention of the Persians and making our client states too mad. At least that's the plan. It's yet to be seen how well I pull it off. Okay,
At your command.
let's go ahead and have you head to Opos.
Patrol.
Actually, no, we're gonna have you just kind of sit here in the corner and wait.
Yes. Your orders. A little honest plundering.
But this should work out.
Ready for orders. We hunger for
If I move these armies to a position where they're ready to do a naval invasion, does that negatively affect me in any major way?
advance. We hunger
Doesn't
for
appear so. So we're gonna go ahead and move this army down here
battle. To the ships. That course isn't open.
and prepare to take Patrai in 2 turns or 3 turns whenever we can actually make a naval invasion. We're gonna have to spend 1 turn
Yeah.
getting on land.
That course is blocked.
I'm glad they don't have the integrity system. Well, the integrity system would probably decimate my forces here, because if they had it in the way they're kind of trying to implement here, where trying to fight, what were the Corinthians doing? I saw that fleet. Okay, because having my army in enemy territory, they don't have that system here. So my morale, my units aren't going to desert, nothing's going to happen.
Fleet
If I'm
reporting.
understanding correctly.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and land.
Leaving the ship.
Trespassing, I don't care, we're about to declare war on
Ready
them.
for Charybdis. Those waters. Our course is barred. At march. Yes.
Okay. Glad I went ahead and did it this way because it's not going to let us land this turn.
That course isn't open to us.
If I double tunnel it, yeah,
That course is blocked.
okay.
Ready for battle. At
Don't
your
get
command.
ambushed. That would be what I would do if I was in their situation. Ambush this army,
Hunger for battle.
retreat back to Patrai if possible, but I don't even know that I could really reach this army real well. Whatever.
Your orders.
Corinthians, you're making some moves, and I don't like it, I'm gonna be honest. Let's get some archers.
Routing more ships.
Just keep raiding down here. I think it's 1 or 2 more turns until the new year. Gosh. Sound like I've been smoking a pack a day for the past 20 years. Ugh. What? Kythera. Oh. See, this is why I kept the alliances, attacking, which I probably didn't even have to do now that I come to think of it, because they probably were already still at war with them. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Everything's fine.
At your command.
Okay, go ahead and declare war. Don't call allies.
None will escape.
Encircle.
Laying siege to the settlement.
We shouldn't need
Make haste, men.
any
For
more
glory
troops. Yeah, okay.
And honor.
Going to auto-resolve this because it's going to be a slog just fighting through militia hoplites. I don't think it's going to be worth seeing. Occupy.
For battle. Ready for battle.
Go ahead and get you out of raiding stance.
Command.
No, 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 no.
Settlement.
It's too easy to do that in these games. Auto-resolve. I didn't know you could do that. You can't move the camera around like this, but you can double click and move it around. Okay, occupy.
At your command.
Okay, that's got us at the beginning of the war with them. But this shouldn't be too bad to take. Most of it, I figure, will be done with these two armies, while this army heads down and tries to fight Sparta. Probably. Something like that. Okay,
Commander.
Ready for orders. Docking.
We hunger for battle.
those, you're not really doing anything there, are you? Other than...
Ready for battle.
Yes. Ready for orders. To your duties, men.
Okay, weird. Probably be worth it to go ahead and take Mantinea with this army in Argos. Oh,
We hunger for battle. At your command, Commander.
oh, and there's still another one.
Police reporting.
The ever important night battles. So that's something I am mad about Pharaoh. I completed the campaign. I didn't get to fight a single night battle because it's ranked, or you have to get to max level with them, and it's pretty much
We
impossible
offer
to do.
this as a sign of accord
The
reached,
Achaeans want
and
peace. I'm not gonna do it. We need their territory more than we need peace with them right now. So.
I beg you, take up the...
Work against.
hunger for battle. None will escape. Laying siege to the settlement. Ready for orders. At your command. Ready for battle. We take this settlement at your command.
Argos to defend against.
We hunger for battle, Commander. At your command.
From chaos we all sprang, and to nothingness you will return. We will see to it. Glory, wealth, and a place in the histories. All
That helps us out more than hurts us.
we offer this as a sign of accord reached. We are a mighty.
A bit bad because
We hunger for battle. Besieging the settlement. We take this settlement. Ready for battle. On the move. Your next command. None will escape. Of death and honor! We hunger for battle. Ready for battle.
heading down to Olympia. Go ahead and move you down to Argos.
Duties, men.
They had an army sitting there. It's probably in this shadow over here. I had a guess. I'm gonna go ahead and move this navy back to Athens on double time, because that will greatly help out with
Fleet
the
reporting.
defense of the settlement if they try to take Athens. Atheni. Are you at war with the Boeotians? Please be at war with the Boeotians. Oh, you are. So this is a possibility which I really hadn't considered a whole lot. It's just my that my vassals just taking out the enemies for me. Just Corinth and Boeotians. I don't actually conquer them, so expansionism doesn't go to me. But at the same time, it's under my control for the win conditions.
For battle.
That'd be great.
Ready for battle.
Okay, go ahead and end the turn. So the long-term plan is take Olympia, make public order settle out a little bit, and then head down with these two armies against Messenia and Pelos. If I have to move this army south to take Sparta, I will. Vassalize them, head back north, punish Corinth for moving against us, do the same thing against Thebes, and we will have a victory. We'll have to recruit some naval units and that sort of thing, but I mean, for all practical purposes, we have won this already. And I know it's foolhardy to count your victories before you won them, but I'm feeling a little cocky, not gonna lie. Corinth is probably looking for a place to attack us. I don't know what they think they're going to be able to accomplish, though. The Ionians. Macedon, I love it that you're doing my work. I should probably actually try and take on Macedon if I were to be Athens in the situation looking long term. Because they are definitely a huge threat to us. Like, they own about as many provinces. No, they own a huge chunk of the map. And they could utterly wreck us if they were to declare war on us without us preparing. But I'm just kind of vibing because we're in their favor, or so. I don't know what I'm trying to say. They're happy with us for some reason. This will be a good test because this will let me see if I can actually. Okay, so we can subjugate when conquering the last province, which is good to know. Achaean League is destroyed. So that just leaves Sparta and this little area here. They've taken back Cathera, which is something I need to keep in mind because I do not want to get ahead of myself and take their capital without first considering that. But we've made pretty good progress.